Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we break down the financial jargon so you don't have to. And today we are diving into Friedman Industries' most recent filing. Get ready because we are about to unpack a pretty significant acquisition and a refresh of their credit lines. Friedman Industries, or Friedman as we'll call them, just announced they bought a bunch of stuff from Century Metals and Supplies. Think of it as Friedman expanding its reach. They picked up real estate, operations, equipment, and inventory from Century's facilities in Miami, Florida. They also grabbed some extra inventory and other bits from Century's places in Tampa and Orlando, Florida. This whole deal cost Friedman about $45.5 million bits from Century's places in Tampa and Orlando, Florida. This whole deal cost Friedman about $45.5 million. That's due in 5 years. Now, this isn't the final number. The price can be adjusted based on how much working capital, basically money needed for day-to-day operations, they end up with. There's also something called an earnout, which means Century could get up to an extra yours if the acquired business hits certain performance goals. Imagine buying a business and the seller getting a bonus if your team does a great job running it. Friedman announced this deal closing on September 2nd with a press release, but the actual agreement was signed on August 29, 2000 after everything is official. Along with buying Century's assets, Friedman also tweaked its borrowing agreements. On the same day, August 29, 2025, they entered into a Fifth Amendment to their credit agreement. This amendment is a big deal because it officially allows for this acquisition we just talked about. It also makes a change to who is lending them money. BMO Harris Bank is out, and Wells Fargo Bank is stepping in as a lender. They've also reduced the total amount they can borrow under this credit agreement from $150 million down to $125 million. Good news for Friedman. They've also managed to extend the maturity date, meaning when they have to pay it back to August 2030. This gives them more breathing room. And importantly, they've adjusted some borrowing-based calculations to account for this big new acquisition. So to wrap up this first part, Friedman Industries has completed the acquisition of assets from Century Metals and Supplies. They paid cash and issued a note with potential extra payments down the road based on performance. This is a significant move to grow their business. The key documents we are referencing here are the Fifth Amendment to their credit agreement, which details all those changes to their borrowing, and a press release from September announcing the deal. The report is signed off by Alex LaRue, who is Friedman's Chief Financial Officer, Secretary, and Treasurer. This tells us the finance department is on top of reporting these critical business events. Now let's look at the deeper financial story here. While this filing doesn't contain a full financial statement analysis like a quarterly report, the acquisition price itself gives us a lot to think about. Friedman is spending a significant chunk of change on this acquisition. $45 million in cash plus a $3.5 million note means they are investing over $48 million. This is a bold move for a company's growth. That potential $10 million earnout based on performance is crucial. It signals that Friedman believes in the acquired operations, but wants to ensure they perform well after the purchase. If the business doubles its profits and that triggers the earnout, it means Friedman got a good deal initially and the acquired business is a strong performer. If they fail to meet targets, that extra $10 million stays with Friedman, effectively lowering the overall acquisition cost. It's a smart way to share risk and reward. Looking at the credit facility amendment, reducing the borrowing capacity from $150 million to $125 million while also absorbing a new acquisition suggests a few things. It might mean they are repurposing some of the existing credit line for the acquisition itself, or that they feel confident with the new, slightly smaller but more long-term stable credit structure. Extending the maturity date to 2030 is a positive sign, showing improved financial stability and better long-term planning. So what's the big picture here? Friedman Industries is actively expanding its footprint and operations. This acquisition of Century Metals and Supplies assets is a solid strategic move to gain market share and operational capacity. The use of cash and debt combined with a performance-based earnout shows a calculated approach to growth. The credit facility amendment is also interesting. The reduction in total commitment might seem negative, but coupled with the extended maturity and the allowance for the acquisition, it points to a company that's refining its financial structure to support its growth plans rather than simply borrowing for the sake of it. They are being deliberate. What are the risks and opportunities? The opportunity is clear: increased revenue and market presence from the acquired assets. The risk will be in integrating these new operations smoothly and achieving the performance targets for that earnout. If the acquired business underperforms, it could strain Friedman's resources. Overall, Friedman Industries appears to be taking a proactive stance on growth. They are making significant investments and adjusting their financing to support these moves. It's a move that suggests confidence in their future performance. The real test will be how well these newly acquired assets integrate and contribute to the company's bottom line in the coming periods. They are betting on this expansion to pay off. Alright, that's our look at Friedman Industries' latest filing. What do you think about this acquisition strategy? Does it look like a smart move for the company's future? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more insights into the world of business and finance. And don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description for more discussions and to connect with other finance enthusiasts. Thanks everyone. See you in the next video.